Lace began as a fringe fabric. Back in the Middle Ages, it was handcrafted by European women to trim fashion finery. The ladies' fingers got a break with the advent of lace-making equipment in the 19th century. With mass production, lace moved from the fringe to the mainstream. In the material world, lace used to be a luxury, handcrafted for decorative rather than practical reasons. Machines now produce lace quickly, and you don't have to be rich to afford it. To manufacture lace, hundreds of nylon polyester threads unwind simultaneously into a separator. It arranges the threads in a configuration for manufacturing and keeps them from tangling as they move forward. To maintain the formation, the threads pass through a comb-like apparatus. Still in that neat configuration, the threads wind around a large spool. This spool is known as a ground beam because the threads on it will be used for the lace's ground or mesh. These smaller spools supply the threads for the pattern. They all unwind into the lace-making machine, which will interweave them to create a pattern on the ground. Here's how it happens. A long, thick card with holes punched into it defines the pattern and guides a system of hooks and needles. It's called a jacquard card. The technology has been around for 2 centuries and was actually the inspiration for computer technology. Each hole on the card corresponds to one hook, and the hooks are attached to these guide bars. If the hook encounters a hole in the jacquard card, it loops a thread, and if it encounters the solid card, it stops. The guide bars shuffle back and forth to move the hooks in concert with needles and weave the design on the ground. This is the lace weaving action in slow motion. The punch card system allows for the same pattern to be woven repeatedly without error. It's all perfectly choreographed, and this complex lace design comes together quickly with no snarls. The result is a thing of beauty, an intricate floral pattern on a mesh background. The lace rolls by inspectors who scrutinize the needlework for flaws. It then heads into a station with high-speed knives. They cut the loose threads that run between the floral patterns on the front of the lace. A worker finishes the job by hand, removing what the knives miss. Here you can see the difference the trimming makes. The mesh between the needlework is now completely transparent. They mend the lace where needed, and then it's into a dyeing machine to add some color. After rinsing, the now bright yellow lace travels over bars under tension to wring out the water. The lace, still damp, lands and accumulates in a bin which they wheel over to a finishing machine. The finishing machine is equipped with rollers. The first ones remove the curl from the lace. The others take it through a chemical bath for a treatment that both softens the lace and prevents shrinkage. A trip through a dryer removes the water from the fabric and cures the finishing chemicals. Now complete, the lace exits onto a network of rollers. The final one swings the fabric to and fro so that it lands neatly folded for transfer to the packaging line. Heavy industrial machinery has produced this delicate lace in a matter of minutes. They roll it and wrap it, and it's on its way to the fabric store or another factory. No ordinary textile. This factory-made lace will add beauty to things like curtains, a tablecloth, or a dress. Its sheer good looks will add visual appeal to these ordinary items.